Have you ever thought about whether or not you're paying your field staff too much or too little? Or if your compensation package compares well to others in your market? Often the challenge in finding this out comes down to one often ignored element that even multi-million-dollar remodelers mess up from time to time. And we'll tell you about it in just a second. Welcome to Power Tips, where we share tips, tactics, and techniques to help you build a strong and profitable remodeling company. When I go to our roundtable meetings, I often discover that every company owner in the room calls their field staff something different. They have different titles. They call them everything from master carpenter to foreman to project consultant and everything in between. Well, this can cause some confusion in the marketplace and make it difficult for you to find out how you compare. So I thought it would help everyone if we sort of discuss the definitions behind some of the most common titles that are used in the remodeling industry. To do this, I conferred with Tim Faller. He's an industry expert, knows production back and forth, is a regular writer for some of the top industry magazines, a hugely popular presenter, and a facilitator for our production manager roundtable groups. So thanks, Tim. There are 5 positions that I want to discuss in detail today. They are production manager, project manager, lead carpenter, and production coordinator. Before we dive in, there's one caveat that I've shared before, and that is that there is no one right way to build a remodeling business. So what I'm going to do with you today is just to share some of the most common positions and the duties of those specific positions. So let's start with production manager. As the title suggests, the production manager is responsible for managing the entire production department. This person rarely works with the tools, but instead manages the resources of the company to use them as effectively and profitably as possible. The production manager is in charge of coaching the field employees, training them, making sure that they're able to do their job well. The production manager is responsible for keeping a strong bench of subcontractors, trade contractors available for the team to use. It's up to the production manager to be looking at job cost reports weekly and working with the carpenters and the field staff to make sure, again, those projects come in, every project comes in on time, on budget, with a delighted client. All right, so next let's talk about project manager. A project manager is typically involved in managing larger projects. They manage the labor, whether it's done with subcontractors or in-house. The project manager handles the entire flow of the materials, the mechanical trade contractors coming in and out. They manage the schedule. They schedule the inspections. They're in charge of that particular project. Good project managers can handle 1, 2, or even up to 3 projects at a time. They rarely wear their tools and, again, are focused on those 1 or 2 projects and bringing them in right. Next is a lead carpenter. A lead carpenter is really a hands-on member of the team. They're working on the job, doing carpentry, wearing their tools, but they're also managing the job. The lead carpenter will schedule the job, order materials, monitor their delivery. They will schedule trade contractors and inspections as they come up. They're the main client contact. Now typically, and I know I'm going to hear about this one, a lead carpenter works alone, bringing in additional help when it's needed. With both of these positions, the project manager and the lead carpenter, they're responsible for their own jobs. They're responsible for, again, bringing those jobs in efficiently and profitably. The next position is the carpenter. Now, a carpenter should be awesome at all the carpentry skills that go into a job, but someone that has the carpenter title typically doesn't do any of the management side of the project, unlike a lead carpenter or a project manager. Okay, next is production coordinator. Now this is oftentimes a bit of a catch-all position for me, but it's an in-the-office position that handles a lot of the administrative tasks of the production department. This allows the production manager, project managers, lead carpenters to release some of their admin-ish duties to this person, allowing them to focus on those activities that drive the most revenues, most profits through the company. By using common terminology and job descriptions, you're going to realize a number of benefits. You're going to be able to compare your production team's performance against others who have people in similar positions. Now, this is especially useful if you're in a peer group, because that's the kind of metric that you're discussing all the time. You'll be able to determine whether or not you're offering a competitive Compensation package. This is something you're going to need to know if you want to attract and keep the best and the brightest. And we all know that that's an essential part of building a company that allows you to earn more, work less, right? And thirdly, as the market heats up, you may find that you're ready to hire people. Well, using common terminology and job descriptions for hiring will help you attract the right person to the right position right from the get-go. I'd love to get your comments on the positions and the job descriptions and titles you're using in your company, so please fill in the comment box below and let's get a discussion going around this. Have a topic you want me to discuss? Send me a tweet via Twitter. I was getting messed up on that one. Have a topic you want us to talk about? Send a tweet to #PTAnswers. We'll see what we can do. No, what? What? Oh, Have a topic you want us to discuss? Send it to me via Twitter @Victoria Downing with the #PTAnswers. We'll see what we can do to get you on the air.
You're not going to get anybody on the air.
No. Have a topic you want us to discuss? Send it via Twitter to me @Victoria Downing with the #PTAnswers. So hey, before you leave, subscribe to Power Tips. We'd love to have you coming back every single week. See you next time.